All right, it's time for yet again another exciting edition of the Madiba official show. We are coming your way with the latest news that is trending in the Ghanaian football. Please, if you've not already subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. And also, as you are done subscribing, you turn on the post notification bell. So whenever we upload a video in this channel, you will be notified as soon as possible. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. We are begging and pleading with you to help us in growing our channel. Without wasting time, let's start today's show from the camp of the former captain of the Black Stars, Asamoah Baby Jet, the all-time top scorer for the Black Stars, and in a series of interviews with Dan Kwakuyabwa TV on YouTube, have made a lot of revelation. According to him, he is no friend with Andre Morgan, Dede Ayew, and they are no enemies too. They can confide in themselves, but they don't share a lot of secrets, and that they only talk about the Black Stars. And Dede Ayew, he can confirm that they are not buddies. According to Asamoah, there is Juju in football. This is something that some of us know already, but to some people, they think that Juju in football is but a fallacy. But according to Dede Ayew, Asamoah, in his coach football, when he was playing for a Cedar club in Accra, he was given a concussion to bat, and that was to the entire team to bat, so that they be able to get victory. And they played some 4 matches, they lost some of them, and it's not only peculiar to that football club, and that some players are involved in Juju before matches. To some of them, that's their secret that they do not reveal to people, because your secret is your power. According to Asamoah, one funny thing that he see is that some players will be involved in Juju, but when they come out, they will try to paint themselves holy. So according to Baby Asamoah, Juju in football is something that is real. Still in the camp of Asamoah and the Black Stars, according to Asamoah, if you can remember, before the World Cup, there were a lot of news that was reported each and every day that Asamoah will want to be part of the playing contingent of the Black Stars in the just ended World Cup in Qatar. And Asamoah has just revealed that he trained very hard, because he thought that with the kind of training that he was putting himself through, he will be ready for the tournament in Qatar, and that he was willing to help in the quest of the Black Stars in the World Cup. But his training wasn't enough to warrant a place in the Black Stars 26-man squad for the tournament. So for him, he was a little bit disappointed, but he was not all that peeved, because the players that were selected merited their place in the Black Stars squad. Still in the camp of the Black Stars, if you can remember, earlier on, the GFA spokesperson Henry Asante made it out publicly that they may be appointing the coach of the Black Stars this month. And a lot of coaches have submitted their CVs, and the last time that I checked, over 60 coaches have applied for the vacant position of the Black Stars coach. Now, one coach that some of us thought that it was high time that he was given the chance, even going to the World Cup, his name should have been at the head coach position, not a technical advisor, is Chris Hughton. Now, the news that we are gathering over here is that Chris Hughton has also submitted his CV to be appointed as the coach of the Black Stars. So let's see whether the committee in charge of appointing coaches for the Black Stars will look at his CV and give him the job. Tony Adams is a legend of the Arsenal in England, and he was part of the that is Asamoah's team that won the Premier League and a lot of titles. According to Tony Adams, this season there is no better player in the English Premier League better than Thomas Partey. According to Tony Adams, this season, if Partey is continuing like this, for him, the player that should be voted the best player of the English Premier League should be Thomas Partey, because he's heads and shoulders above any other player in the Premier League. Not Kevin De Bruyne, Mohamed Salah, or even Erling Braut Haaland. But for him, it's Thomas Partey. How well he shows the backline and break up defense. He loves it, and because of him, that's why Arsenal at the summit of the Premier League in England with some 8 points lead over there. Still in the camp of Arsenal and Partey and Tony Adams, and the kind of appellation that is given to that is Thomas Partey. According to Tony Adams, now, if you quite remember, Arsenal last won the Premier League in 2003-2004, and that season, the duo that aided Arsenal's title quest in midfield was Emmanuel Partey and Patrick Vieira, the current coach of Crystal Palace. According to Tony Adams, Thomas Partey is Patrick Vieira, and then Emmanuel Partey rolled in one. That is according to Tony Adams. That's how he sees Thomas Partey. Let's move on into the Black Galaxies, the local Black Stars that we know them for. Yesterday, they opened their Chan tournament with a defeat to the Barriers of Madagascar. And according to the coach, he was disappointed with the players. That's Asamoah Walker. He was disappointed in the kind of performances that his players showed up. And also, for him, it happens. Big clubs lose their first games and nations eventually to win the tournament. In 2010, Spain lost their first game. They ended up being the winners of the World Cup. The last World Cup 2022, Argentina lost their first game against Saudi Arabia. And they went on to win the World Cup. So if Ghana have lost their first game, Ghana can still bounce back and win the Chan tournament. We move on into the camp of House of Folk, the Continental Club Masters. And House of Folk are looking for reinforcement. They are looking to reinforce their team. And currently, what news that we are gathering over here is that they submitted their latest bid for RTU's talisman, who is currently in the camp of the Black Galaxies. Last season, he scored 9 goals in some 40 matches, got injuries. He couldn't play a lot of matches, but as a midfielder, scoring 9 goals in 40 matches is quite impressive. He has been with RTU since last season, and he's still doing a lot of work for them. This season, 8 matches, scoring 3 goals for the Tamale Bay side. And currently, news that we are gathering is that other folk have submitted a bid of $150,000 or cedis, 150,000 cedis for David Sandan Abagna, looking to get the services so that I can able to aid them in their quest to win the Ghana Premier League for the first time since 2021 season. According to Zlatko Matic, Kalofo can still win the Ghana Premier League despite the drawn game against Samatex. Despite the point that they drop against Samatex, he still feels that Kalofo can win the Ghana Premier League. And he has also showered a lot of praises on the Congolese attacker that is Don Linda Mtangi. Let's end here, and thank you for always joining us. Bye-bye.